Welcome to a Healthy Living video blog, episode number 88. You're watching us at workoutmaster.com. This is Ruben.
And this is Aram.
We have another excellent, exciting episode. This is the beginning of New Year, so we're going to talk about something that bothers people all the time. We're going to talk about headaches. Let's tear this one apart, Ruben. Let's talk about headaches. Let's see how we can help our viewers to get rid of them.
Of course, and it's quite simple at a glance, of course. Headaches can be classified in several categories. The most common one is just the bothersome headache that we can have on an ongoing basis, on and off. Then what's called the aura headaches, which usually precede the most nastier and most detrimental, migraine headaches, which I've had the opportunity to work with several clients with those particular type of headaches. And the answer to that dilemma, it will surprise you, and it's coming up.
Absolutely. One of the major source of headaches I found, I had headaches for years. My dad had headaches. I thought it's genetic. I thought I could always have headaches. Little did I know that I kind of forgot that I was a smoker at that time. So the minute I quit smoking, my headaches went away. And I actually had quite a few clients who quit smoking and the headaches were gone. The second biggest reason is actually has something to do with blood sugar regulation. Blood sugar regulation is a big issue. We covered in many segments with Ruben.
Yes, we have.
We talked about it in many different ways or forms. One of the things that you would want to make sure that if you eat according to what you're supposed to be eating and you have steady blood sugar level, chances are you can avoid a lot of headaches.
Absolutely. One of the main things that in the questionnaire when you consult with a doctor regarding migraine headaches, they ask you if there's any other person in your family, parents particularly, that suffer from migraines because they associate being as a hereditary trait. What I oftentimes see is that either the parents and you yourself may have the same type of reactions to certain chemicals, elements, foods, stress patterns, and you will react the same way as they do. So that's not a surprise. So from that perspective, I don't think that migraines are actually something that's hereditary. Is that you respond the same way to a single element or a combination of various that will attack anybody else for that matter. They just don't happen to be in your family.
I absolutely agree. What are the other reasons for headaches?
Well, typically, on my experience when I work, and I know that you did this as well because we have spoken about it earlier, is that I came to the conclusion through doing some blood samples, through MRT, mediator release test, based on the thought that I believe that these people have actually food intolerances. And what they show is that they were highly reactive to certain foods. It could be anything from peppers to tomatoes to parsley, garlic, and chocolate, you name it. Everybody's gonna react different to different things, as we can assume. And when they avoided those foods on the long run, I'm talking about 60 to 90 days, the headaches did not occur. And if they occur, they were severely mild.
Yes.
If that's well said, if that's well paraphrased.
Yeah, food sensitivity is a big issue. So it is a specific test. It's called MRT. If you guys are interested, please contact us. We'll be happy to set you up with a test. It's a good investment to make sure if you have a migraine or irritable bowel syndrome, any of those things, especially migraines, I find very effective. If you get rid of the foods that ones you reacted with, chances are you might get rid of your migraines with a high probability. Another huge one is dehydration. I cannot stress enough, guys, water is exceptionally important for our bodies. So if you don't drink enough of water, just try to increase the intake of water. You might see an amazing thing happen. You might lose the wrinkles, you might lose the headaches, and you might gain a few other things that are good for you.
Well, such as skin texture, and that's very important, especially for a lot of females. If you can put $100 an ounce cream in your face if you're not drinking water, good luck.
Absolutely. What else about headaches? Anything else?
Yes, and we'll talk about environmental illness or environmental disease, as is known both terms. There's a really good book that I suggest you that if you suspect that anything of this sort might be affecting you, called Environmental Illness by Sherry Rogers. And it's a fantastic book because she talks about many different study cases that she worked with different people and how they reacted completely different from one spectrum of the elements of everyday household products to anything else that you can think of that you might contact on a daily basis. And that includes, chemicals that you might use for cleaning the house, chemicals that are contained within the furniture around the house or the office or the car for that matter. Perfumes, this is one thing that I react very highly to when I have to get into an elevator or it's a close quarters space and somebody has marinated on perfume. It knocks me on my behind quickly because it just gives me a nasty headache and my eyes actually begin, crying probably of sorrow for that person, what they're doing to themselves. But the fact of the matter is that, any of those chemicals can affect you. Cigarettes is, they will give you nasty headaches. Another thing that I'll mention to you that actually affects me personally, if I eat chocolate on an empty stomach, headache and a tummy ache. So I know that there's some type of, intolerance or allergy to chocolate, so I have to be very careful, and I happen to love it, but I have to be very, very careful when I consume it.
Yeah, I can tell you for sure that when I had a headaches, the little smells really can drive the headache up. So
Yeah.
I have a lot of clients that cannot have any smell around them, so for years actually I don't wear any perfume, especially when I go to work.
But it only happens, let me make this caveat, that it only happens with chemical smells.
Oh, absolutely.
It's a natural fragrance that is extracted like an essential oil or a perfume that's based on flowers, like some of the handmade stuff that some people make, stuff that doesn't affect me one bit. It's the chemical stuff, and it doesn't matter if it's bootleg perfumes that you can buy on the street in New York, or is it high-end boutique perfumes. If they have any type of chemicals, my body will react nasty to them.
Absolutely. Anything else?
I think that pretty much covers it.
All right, guys. Follow the simple steps to get rid of your headaches. If you have any questions, drop a line. Remember, your future looks better already. Thank you very much for watching. Have a happy new 2011. It's going to be an excellent, exciting year for all of us. That's it. Have a good one.
That's it.